Copyright infringement in the NFT marketplace is rampant. There are a variety of forms of copyright infringement that are happening across all of the different marketplaces, whether it's OpenSea or Rarible or any of the Solana marketplaces, and it's only becoming worse. And so how does copyright infringement usually manifest itself in these marketplaces? A couple of different ways. Copyright infringement can occur when someone simply steals a copyright protected work and mints it onto the platform, claiming that they're the owner and then selling it as an NFT. So this sort of NFT fraud, copyright infringement, counterfeiting is not only happening right now, but it seems to be picking up pace. How does that happen? Well, look at, if you're an artist and you have your art converted into a digital file so that you can put it on your website to show it, to try and sell it, all of these ways out there to simply make that digital file available for people to view the file, right? Well, anyone can right-click on that file, download that file, take a screen capture of that file, and then upload it to a non-fungible token marketplace like OpenSea, and then sell it as an NFT. So this kind of counterfeiting of copyrights, this copyright infringement is rampant. And so right now, there's not a lot of good answers to the problem, except for the original copyright owner to enforce their copyright. And the way to do that is to identify the infringing item on OpenSea and send a threat letter or file a lawsuit for copyright infringement in order to enforce your rights. There is another vehicle that is out there called the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which allows you to potentially remove that listing and that item from the platform, from OpenSea or Rarible. The DMCA takedown notice process is part of a federal statute which says, oh, the platform's not going to be liable for putting your copyright protected work on their platform as long as they comply with the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which means that if I, as a copyright owner, send a DMCA takedown notice to OpenSea, OpenSea has to remove that item from the marketplace. The person who put the item on the marketplace has 10 days to file a counter notification saying, I'm not infringing on the copyright. And as long as OpenSea, Rarible do those things, they can't be sued for contributory copyright infringement. So there's a DMCA takedown notice on OpenSea, on Rarible for a copyright owner to follow, which should cause at least a 10-day removal of the item, if not a permanent removal of the item. So you have copyright enforcement claim against the infringer. You have to identify who that person is, obviously. And you have a Digital Millennium Copyright takedown strategy that you can employ against not only OpenSea and Rarible, but a lot of these digital assets that are minted onto these platforms are stored on Google Cloud or on some other website. And so the company that's hosting that digital file is also going to have a DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright takedown notice page on their website that tells you how to file a DMCA takedown notice in order to have that item removed from the servers that are storing your copyright protected work. So that's the first way that copyright infringement occurs. The second way is much more nuanced, and it's essentially an imitation of your copyright protected work that is a derivative copy of your work that is not exactly the same, but is taking your work and making a new version of it that is derived from your work in order to deceive consumers. So it looks enough like yours, and perhaps the listing name on OpenSea, the project name, is close enough to your project name that consumers are going to think that when they're buying a Bored Ape Yacht Club ape, that maybe they're buying some other ape on some other, not so bored Ape Yacht Club listing at a much lower value. So the NFT purchaser thinks that the linked asset is going to be worth a lot of money and they're getting it at a great price, when in fact it's just an infringing image or video or audio file that is violating your copyright. So copyright infringement continues to get worse. We can help you enforce your copyrights. We're going to be having a lot more content about how to protect your copyright on these NFT marketplaces in the context of the servers that host the digital assets. Stay tuned. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned. We're going to be helping you out all along the way. My name's Enrico. We'll see you next time.